The Nothing Phone 4a isn't just going pink and white, it's going black and blue too. And honestly, that might be the smartest move Nothing has made this year. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. We're just days away from the official launch, but at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, the Phone 4a is already showing off in all four colors, and seeing them in person changes the conversation. This isn't just about specs anymore, it's about personality. Here's why this matters. In a world where most mid-range phones launch in serious gray and slightly different gray, Nothing is doubling down on fun, and not in a gimmicky way. The new colors feel intentional, thought out, designed for people who actually care what their phone looks like when it's on a table. Let's start with blue, because this one surprised me the most. This isn't that washed-out light blue we've seen 100 times, and it's not deep navy either. It sits perfectly in between. It's darker than pastel, lighter than navy, and it feels fresh without trying too hard. Blue is always a safe choice, but this version has character. It stands out without screaming for attention. Then there's black, and I'm glad it's here. Some major brands have been quietly dropping black options lately, which honestly makes no sense. A lot of people just want a clean, stealthy phone. Black electronics are timeless. The Phone 4a in black looks sharp, minimal, and confident. If you're not into bold colors but still want that Nothing design language, this is probably the one. Now let's talk about pink, the one that started the hype. When Carl Pei's company first teased the pink version, it immediately grabbed attention, but in person it's even better. It's not neon, not overly saturated, it's a balanced pink, playful but not loud. I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes the best-selling color. It feels different enough to stand out, but safe enough for everyday use. And finally, white. Technically, it's more of a soft gray white than bright snow white, but that actually makes it look more premium. It's clean, classy, and very Nothing. If you like minimal aesthetics, this one hits the mark perfectly. So yes, four colors: pink, blue, black, and white. That alone already makes the Phone 4a more interesting than most mid-range launches. But let's move beyond color. As the name suggests, this isn't a flagship, it's a mid-range device, but the expected specs are surprisingly solid. We're looking at a 15K OLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate. For this segment, that's strong. Smooth scrolling, sharp visuals, and likely good brightness levels. If Nothing nails the panel quality, this could be one of the better displays in its price class. On the back, we are expecting a triple camera setup, a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 50-megapixel telephoto, and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide. And this is where it gets interesting. Most mid-range phones prioritize ultra-wide and skip telephoto, but here the telephoto gets serious resolution. Personally, I love that decision. A proper zoom lens is way more useful in everyday photography than an average ultra-wide. Portraits, distant subjects, tighter framing, that's practical. If image processing is solid, this could easily outperform expectations. Under the hood, rumors point to the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4 chipset. That's a capable mid-range processor, balancing performance and efficiency. Pair that with a 5400 mAh battery and 50-watt wired charging, and you're looking at a phone that should comfortably last a full day, maybe more, with fast top-ups when needed. That battery size especially stands out. 5400 milliamps in a mid-ranger is generous. If optimization is good, endurance could be one of its biggest strengths. Price is still not officially confirmed, but indications suggest around $460. That puts it in competitive territory, and if it lands there, the real battle might be against devices like the Pixel 10a. So here's my takeaway. The Nothing Phone 4a isn't trying to win with raw power, it's trying to win with balance. A good display, useful camera setup, strong battery, and personality. And sometimes that combination is more important than chasing flagship specs. Because at the end of the day, most people don't need the most powerful chip on the market. They want something reliable, smooth, and honestly, fun to own. And with four genuinely good color options, Nothing might have nailed that part already. Now the real question is, which color would you pick? What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.